10.3 is misleading graphs and statistics. A lot of times when someone is marketing something, they'll show you a graph and they'll make the, in some way or another, whether it's the like numbers on the number line or which type of graph they use, they'll make the data look whichever way they're trying to persuade you. So this section is just kind of teaching you how to look at a graph to make sure you're analyzing it and looking out for somebody trying to trick you, really. So explain how the graphs differ. If you look at them on the number lines over here, they have 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, and here it's by twos. So that's one way they're different. And really that's the only way they're different. So what do both graphs display? They both display spring dance tickets. Have the ticket prices increased or decreased over time? Well, as you can see, from 06 to 10, they've gone up. And both graphs represent that. Which graph makes the change seem more significant? If you look at graph B, the way that it's smaller increments between each bar, it makes those prices look like they've just jumped and they're super high and super expensive now. Which graph might the student council use to show that while the prices have risen, the increase is not significant? So on graph A, it doesn't look like they've increased that much. Yeah, they've gone up, but it doesn't look like this huge jump as much as it does in graph B. So graph A would be better for the Stuco as they're trying to sell tickets to show we really haven't raised that much. It's just to cover the costs. 1B, the line graph shows monthly profits of a company from October to March. Which graph suggests that the business is extremely profitable? Is this a valid conclusion? Explain. So looking at these graphs, I would say that both graph A and graph B show profit because they're both increasing. And I would say that graph A is by far the one that looks the most profitable. But then I'm going to look at my number lines on my y-axis here. So I have 14,000, 14,500, 15,000. So far it's going up by 500. Then it goes to 15,100. That's a 100 jump there when the others had been 500. 15,200, 15,300, 15,400. So it makes this from right here on stretched out compared to where it is. I'm going to circle it. So look at this section here, January to March, and then look at it on this one. Completely different analysis based off what you're looking at there. But which one is valid? That would be graph B is the valid. Graph A is what they would want to use when they're trying to show that they make a lot of money. However, that would be lying, which is wrong. An amusement park boasts that the average height of their roller coasters is 170 feet. Explain how this might be misleading. So, if you know much about averages, you can know that there's the mean, which I always remind my students that this is mean when I make you find this without a calculator, because that's taking all of them, adding up, and dividing by how many there are. There's the median, and then there's the mode. So we're going to see which one are they using when they say that the average of the roller coasters is 170 feet. Because if you look, you have 109, 135, 115, 365, and 126. So to me, 170 feet is not actually a good analysis of what their roller coasters are, because if you look, there's only one that's over 170 feet, and that's the Tornado. All the others are below 170, which makes me think that they probably use the mean to get 170, but let's see. So we add them all together, so we do 109 plus 135 plus 115 plus 365 was 126. And there are 5 roller coasters, so we divide by 5. So the mean of the roller coasters are 170. The median, when put in order from least to greatest, is 109, 115, 126, 135, and 365. And there is, I forgot the 6 there. And there is no mode. So we just write no mode. So when comparing the median to the mean, I think that the median is a better option for being able to feel honest as you boast how big your roller coasters are. Because 126 is the median. Yeah, you have some smaller, you have some way bigger, but it's the average between the majority of them, where 170 is brought up so much by this 365 that it makes it sound like a much more exciting roller coaster amusement park than it actually is. So you, on these type of ones, you use the mean median mode to compare and look at the data and see which one is the right type of average to go with.